Have you ever wondered how the muscle car, a symbol of raw power and freedom, came to be? These beasts of the road didn't just appear out of nowhere. They have a rich, storied past filled with innovation, competition, and a whole lot of horsepower. Imagine a time when gasoline was cheap, roads were open, and the rumble of a V8 engine was the sweetest music to your ears. Intrigued? Buckle up as we delve into the history of these iconic machines. Our journey begins in the 1940s, in the aftermath of World War II. As the world slowly began to heal, the United States found itself in the throes of a roaring economic boom. Factories that had once churned out war machinery were now repurposed to meet the demands of a peacetime economy. The result? A surge in consumer products including, you guessed it, automobiles. But these weren't just any automobiles. The younger generation, flush with optimism and a desire for something more, craved speed, power, and performance. They yearned for cars that roared down the open highways, leaving the war-torn past in a cloud of dust. And the auto industry, always eager to cater to the market's demands, was about to deliver just that in the form of muscle cars. Enter the Oldsmobile Rocket 88, a machine that would redefine the way we thought about cars. Launched in 1949, the Rocket 88 was a revelation. It boasted a high-compression overhead valve V8 in a relatively lightweight body. This was a car that was built for speed and performance, a car that appealed to the young and the young at heart. And it wasn't just the youth who were taken by the Rocket 88. Even the racing circuits were smitten, with the car taking the checkered flag at the inaugural NASCAR Grand National Race in 1950. But the Rocket 88 was more than just a fast car. It was an embodiment of a cultural shift, a reflection of a generation's thirst for power, speed, and the freedom of the open road. It was, in essence, the birth of the muscle car era. The Rocket 88 set the stage for what was to come in the world of muscle cars. It was the spark that ignited a revolution that would leave an indelible mark on the auto industry and on the hearts and minds of car enthusiasts around the world. Now let's cruise into the 1960s, the golden age of muscle cars. The decade was a high-octane, pedal-to-the-metal time when American automakers went head-to-head, battling for supremacy on the highways and in the hearts of car enthusiasts across the nation. The competition was fierce and the stakes were high. This was more than just a race. It was an all-out war, a clash of titans. The battlefield, the open road. Ford, already a household name, took the lead early in the 60s with the introduction of the Ford Mustang in 1964. This pony car, with its sleek design and powerful V8 engine, was an instant hit. It was affordable, it was sexy, and boy, it was fast. The Mustang was more than just a car. It was a symbol of freedom and rebellion, a love letter to the open road. But Ford's reign was short-lived. General Motors was hot on their trail, and in 1966 they fired back with the Chevrolet Camaro. The Camaro, with its aggressive, muscular design, was a direct challenge to the Mustang. It was a beast on the road, a monster under the hood. The impact of these two iconic models on the American culture was immeasurable. The muscle car was no longer just a vehicle, it was a lifestyle, a statement. It embodied the spirit of the 60s, a time of change and rebellion. The muscle car was a symbol of power, of freedom, of the American dream. Muscle cars were everywhere. They were in movies, on television, in songs. They were the stars of drag races and street races. They were the dream of every teenager, the envy of every adult. They were loud, they were proud, and they were unapologetically American. The 1960s was truly the golden age of muscle cars. It was a time when power and performance ruled the road. It was a time when American automakers were at the top of their game, producing some of the most iconic and beloved cars in history. The 60s roared with the power of these machines, but change was on the horizon. As we accelerate into the 70s, we find a different landscape. The roar of muscle cars has grown quieter, their reign on the open road threatened by forces beyond their control. Economic factors, particularly the global oil crisis of 1973, put a chokehold on these gas-guzzling beasts. The price of fuel skyrocketed, making the cost of driving a muscle car prohibitive for many. But it wasn't just the oil crisis that caused the decline. New safety regulations came into play, pushing manufacturers to prioritize safety over speed and power. Seatbelts, crumple zones, and airbags became standard features, adding weight and reducing the raw power that was the hallmark of muscle cars. Then came the 80s, often referred to as the dark age of muscle cars. Tighter emission regulations and an increased focus on fuel efficiency further pushed muscle cars to the brink of extinction. The once mighty beasts were reduced to shadows of their former selves, their engines tamed and their power diminished. But just when it seemed like the muscle car was a relic of the past, a glimmer of hope appeared on the horizon. The 90s and 2000s saw a resurgence in these powerful machines. Advances in technology allowed manufacturers to create cars that were not only powerful, but also met safety and emission standards. Car enthusiasts and collectors began to seek out classic muscle cars, restoring them to their former glory. The nostalgia factor played a significant role in the resurgence, with many longing for the raw power and classic design of these iconic vehicles. Manufacturers took notice and began to release new models that captured the spirit of the classic muscle cars. These modern muscle cars, while not as raw and untamed as their predecessors, offered a perfect blend of power, performance, and practicality, proving once again that the muscle car was far from extinct. From decline to resurgence, the muscle car has proven its resilience. It has faced numerous challenges, from economic crises to changing regulations, but it has always found a way to roar back to life. The story of the muscle car is indeed a tale of survival, a testament to the enduring allure of power and speed. Fast forward to today, and muscle cars are still a beloved part of car culture. Imagine, if you will, the roar of a Dodge Challenger Hellcat as it thunders down the highway. This modern incarnation of the muscle car blends the classic design of its forebears with the power and technology of the 21st century. Under the hood, a supercharged V8 engine produces a staggering 717 horsepower, a testament to the raw power that muscle cars are known for. Now let's shift gears and take a look at Chevrolet. The modern Camaro SS, with its sleek aerodynamic design, is a nod to the past while still embracing the future. Equipped with a V8 engine and cutting-edge technology like magnetic suspension and Brembo brakes, the Camaro SS combines the nostalgia of the muscle car era with the performance capabilities of modern sports cars. And let's not forget Ford. The Mustang GT, with its iconic fastback design and 5.0 V8 engine, is a clear descendant of the original muscle cars, yet it's not stuck in the past. With advanced features like a 10-speed automatic transmission and an active exhaust system, the Mustang GT is a muscle car for the modern age. These modern muscle cars from Dodge, Chevrolet, and Ford are more than just vehicles. They are symbols of an era, a testament to the enduring appeal of muscle cars. In spite of the rise of electric cars and self-driving technology, the muscle car continues to hold a special place in our hearts. Why is this? Perhaps it's the nostalgia they evoke, a reminder of a simpler time, or maybe it's the thrill of driving a powerful car, the roar of the engine, the feeling of the road beneath you. Whatever the reason, one thing is clear: muscle cars are here to stay. From their thunderous roar to their timeless design, muscle cars continue to captivate us. So, what have we learned about the history of muscle cars? Well, we've journeyed from the birth of these powerful machines, born out of a desire for speed and the thrill of the open road. These weren't just vehicles, they were statements of individuality, symbols of freedom, embodying the spirit of the American dream. We reveled in the golden age of muscle cars, a time when these beasts roared down highways and graced the silver screen, becoming cultural icons. Their raw power, sleek designs, and the sheer thrill they offered made them the dream of every young heart and the envy of every onlooker. But as with all good things, this era too experienced a decline. Rising fuel prices, safety concerns, and changing consumer preferences led to their temporary downfall. It was a rocky road indeed, a time when it seemed like these roaring beasts might be silenced forever. Yet like the phoenix, muscle cars rose from the ashes, making a remarkable resurgence. They adapted, evolved, and thrived, proving their enduring appeal. Today they're not just relics of a bygone era, but a testament to the resilience of the American spirit, a symbol of its unfettered love for power, speed, and freedom. As we've seen, the history of muscle cars is a road trip through the heart of American culture, and it's a trip that, thankfully, isn't over yet.